Well, that's a nice dramatic opening for a tyre review if ever I've seen one. Having had these tyres fitted a couple of months ago and getting about 1500 or so miles on them, I thought it was probably a good time to bring you a video with my initial thoughts and findings on the Dunlop Trailmax Meridians. The Meridian sits at the more road biased end of the Trailmax range, and Dunlop described this as a 90-10 tyre in terms of on-road, off-road use. I went for this particular model because I was looking to do a lot more touring on road, and particularly in Europe, but the COVID restrictions have put pay to that again this year, so it looks like that trip's going to have to be postponed to 2022. But I took these into my local KTM dealer, which is Jim Aim, and the guys have whipped these on for me, so a big up for Jim Aim. Thanks for getting these fitted at short notice and turning them around really quickly for me. If you're in the market for a KTM, or if you have a KTM and you're looking for somewhere to get the best customer service, then I would definitely recommend checking Jim Aim Motorcycles out, and I'll put a link to their website in the description of the video. Right, that plug over. As I say, I've been riding these for a couple of months. I've ridden them in all sorts of weathers and in all sorts of conditions and all sorts of roads. But before we go on to the performance, let's take a look at the construction and the features of these particular tyres. One of Dunlop's main focus points was to increase the wear of these tyres. Now, having only done 1500 or so miles, I obviously can't comment on that, but I have seen other reviewers that have said that they don't see any issue with in excess of 6,000 miles out of a pair of these. They're also designed to wear evenly so that the front and the back can be replaced at the same time. Dunlop's marketing blurb refers to its multi-tread technology construction, which in simple terms is a multi-compound tyre. Softer on the shoulders for better cornering and harder in the centre for longevity. There is a higher silica ratio in the tyre too, which keeps the tyre flexible at lower temperatures, thus helping with wet grip. Rayon is used in the belting to help the tyre warm up quickly, as well as the aforementioned longer tread wear. And finally, the Ice Axe tread pattern is unique to this tyre, and that's said to help dispel water as well as offer a little additional grip on loose surfaces. Well, that's the theory, but how do they perform in the real world? On dry roads, the overall performance has been excellent. Very good levels of grip on tarmac. The tyres do warm up pretty quickly and offer a very reassuring ride. They are very predictable and offer excellent feedback both when cornering and braking. I did think the tyre walls were a bit stiffer than others I'd tried, particularly the Avons that they replaced. It's not a problem at all, and in fact helps with the feedback, agility and sportiness. But on rougher ground you might feel it a little bit more. I think the Meridians are a relatively quick tyre for this segment, which makes them great for more spirited road riding. I didn't notice any tram lining either, and the tyres hold a line very nicely. All in all, an excellent dry road tyre. But what about in the wet? Well, it's much the same story, to be honest. These tyres offer excellent wet performance and are very confidence inspiring. The first ride I did almost immediately after having these fitted was to go for a long weekend away with the boys up to North Norfolk, where unsurprisingly it rained or it was wet pretty much all of the weekend. The Meridians didn't bat an eyelid. They offer the same level of feedback and feel in the wet as they did in the dry, and I have to say I was very impressed. Finally, how do they fare when you venture away from the tarmac? As you can imagine, their off-road use is somewhat limited. The tread is just aggressive enough to offer reassuring grip on dirt and gravel roads, but as the mud starts to appear, the grip disappears. But on medium to rough ground, the tyres track well, and despite the stiffer walls, offer a comfortable ride. So what's my conclusion? Well, I've really liked riding with the Meridians. I think they offer a really good all-round mix of performance. If you want to push the bike on tarmac, they will let you do that, and I never once felt that they held me back in any way. They have proven to be excellent in the wet, giving you plenty of confidence, and they do a pretty good job on dirt surfaces as long as it doesn't get too muddy. The tyres are quiet too, and I didn't feel any immediately noticeable vibrations either. Admittedly, whilst there's nothing groundbreaking with these tyres, if you're looking for an excellent all-round rubber for your adventure bike, then the Meridians are definitely one to consider. They're available in 19 and 21 inch for the front and 17 and 18 inch for the rear. Price wise, you're looking at around £275 a pair, Given their performance and potential lifespan, I think that's about average. I'll put a link to a supplier in the description down below, but of course shopping around might find you a better deal. If you've got any questions about the tyres, please drop them in the comment section below. A like and a subscribe are always greatly appreciated, and until next time, thanks for watching, take care, ride safe, and I'll see you soon. Bye.